I would have never thought I had this many people wanting to uh, pierce into my little crazy world. And but it makes me feel good because, as I always say, is when I started this mess, I didn't even think anybody was going to watch me. But hey, what are you going to do? I thank each and every one of you. I mean, I whether whether like I said before, you watch me for the wrestling, watch me for the belts, watch me just because I'm an idiot, whatever. I mean, I thank every one of you. So, you know, when I seen it, I was like, wow, I would have never thought because I didn't even have family support in my younger years to even do what I do now. I just went amongst my own and said, well, fuck Facebook, and I'm going to try this shit on YouTube and see what I go because I know there's people out there that are like me. So, and here we are, 1,000 people later, and into my crazy world, and I really appreciate that. And I'm not saying all my videos are good or bad or whatever. That's for you guys to judge. And but I appreciate all the questions you guys write me and everything. If I can help you in any way, and well, thank you, buddy. And help you in any way. Um, Later, I'm gonna be making. I'm gonna put this up here, and if you guys want to watch, um, I'm gonna be making a mold. I made one before, but I busted it. I'm gonna be making a mold for my castings. I won't be melting no metal today because the kids are running around, so you're not gonna get to see that luxury. I mean, well, thank you. I don't want to burn up the children with metal being 1,500 degrees, so I'll have to save that video for another day. But if you want to see how I'm going to make the molds, I mean, this is good for the kids even to play with because it's a little bit of Play-Doh, a candle, especially if your wife's into some crazy sex with hot wax. She might like this one. Oh, sorry about that. Some hot wax, some Play-Doh, and some plaster of Paris, and we'll make some molds. And whether you pour hot metal in it or whatever you want to put, at least you'll see how to make a mold. And but that's my today's project because I originally started doing that intercontinental belt, and then I shifted off and I started casting the little pieces that are going to go on the plate since they discontinued them. But I'm going to redo them anyway. And but that's about it. Uh, like I said, hit me up on. I'll probably be on Instagram later. If you OWC Wrestling on Instagram, I'll probably do it on there because all the techniques will get. Will you continue making belts in the future? Oh yeah, yeah. Some people have. Some people are addicted to drugs. I'm addicted to making belts. I've made belts all my life, whether they were out of cardboard or whether they were just through the years. I will always make belts, and I just love them. I've actually found somebody asked me to step up my game and try doing etching. I I'll have to post if I don't know if any of you guys follow me on Facebook on my wrestling page on Facebook or Instagram. I posted a picture of the belt that I am working on. It's the old Nelson Royal Jr. title. It has the old floral pattern in it, and it takes a lot of work. And I like to challenge myself. And what I actually did was I engraved every word into it. Uh, Out of not into it. I apologize. I cut every word out of a piece of brass. So I wrote it in cursive first, and then I shaped it and what have you. And then I'll mount that. I'm actually going to do it in gold. I've learned how to do some gold plating because you always got to step up. I don't think. Well, thank you, buddy. Thank you. See, this is what I'm saying. Is when I was growing up, my family just thought I was stupid. I was dumb, and even to this day, people think I'm dumb because I make belts. Because they don't see, because it's not their thing. You know what I mean? Why would you do that? But you know what? I do it because I love doing it. I consider. Do you sell the belts you make? Yeah, yeah, I do. If they're my personal belts, I don't. But I do make them to order. Because if I was just to make belts, I would have make belts and want to sell them to people. I would have fucking 60 belts laying around the house, and nobody would. All of a sudden, they back out to them. So I do. I make them to order. Um, you could either inbox me. My messenger is not working for some reason on my phone, but if you do write me on Facebook on Messenger, I'll have to go on the computer to do it. So, but I do sell them, and but if you want a $50 belt, don't expect a $500 belt, and vice versa. So, and that's what a lot of people want to hit me up and say, hey. I want this belt here, and I give them a price, and it's like, oh, well, how come it don't look like a $500 belt? It's because, what the fuck? I mean, you can't make them for $25, and if you can, congratulations, but I don't have a lot of time to make $25 belts, and but I work with everybody, and continue to do. Thank you. Thank you. You'll have to send me, if you're a belt maker, send me some pics. I love to see everybody's belts. Somebody told me, you should scroll the internet and they see what your competition is. But to me, this is not a competition. I just do what I love to do. I don't, but I have seen some belts that have piqued my interest. So, God bless everybody. And I tell everybody, send me pics. Let me see. You know what I mean? But I won't get my hand. I'm going to try some etching. I'll do some of that. To me, that's lazy belt making. That's just, you know what I mean? Anybody can do zinc and throw it in acid, or do brass and throw it in acid. And mysteriously, the picture appears. But I think when you're basically tattooing metal, it takes a little more craft. You know what I mean? You got something vibrating and jumping. It's like, but like I said, I'm going to let you go. If you want, check me out. I'll be on Instagram later doing my little, making my little molds on there, because I have fans on there too that like to watch. And how hard would it be to replicate the silver U.S. title? Actually, it's in the house. I've made one. The belt is actually in the house. I have remade that belt, and then I remade it for somebody else. It's not hard. It's not hard. The hardest part, really, I think, to me, is drawing it out. I like to draw the stuff out first. I know some people call themselves belt makers, and they'll do all these casted belts and what have you, and then all they do is send the print out to a caster. They cast it, and all they do is slap it on metal. So to me, it's not a belt maker. It's just a leather worker. But like I said, it's not really hard to make any belts. One of my hardest belts, I think, was the one I'm working on, because the floral pattern is so much. It's like the big gold. You know what I mean? Just imagine sitting there doing that. And then engrave it, and then cutting out every word. So, but so I'm going to, like I said, I just want to say thank you to everybody, and I appreciate you all. I'm going to clean up this mess, and like I said later, if you want to check me out on Instagram, so WC Wrestling on Instagram, and I'll be making my little molds here, so I can do the casting work for the Green Intercontinental belt that I've been working on for almost a year, and I haven't even started. So, look, I love you guys. Thank you all, and God bless.